Nothing to be had there. Nothing to plunder. Nothing to plunder. I think I've found something. Nothing to be had there.
How's it going?
You want to know how it's going? I'll tell you how it's going. First, some pirates brought me here on a stormy night. Man, I barfed all over that nutshell. Then Raven locked up the mine because some idiots are too greedy for gold. And then Franco became the leader of the hunters, killing anybody who's against him. I'd say it's going pretty badly.
How did Franco get to be the leader?
Quite simply, he killed Fletcher. He was the leader of the hunters before. Fletcher was okay. Franco's just jerking us all around.
Can you teach me something?
I know a lot about blood flies. I hate those miserable beasts, even more than I hate Franco. But I know how to tear the stingers and wings from their dead bodies. Yeah, tear them out! Besides that, I know how to remove the secretion from the stinger. If you want, I can teach you all that junk. Of course, nothing is free out here.
How's it going?
Either you'll get eaten by a beast, or you'll get eaten by a beast. This swamp will be our grave.
What do you know about this valley?
There's lots of old stuff here. Raven's ordered us to gather up everything. No idea what he wants with it. But nobody in his right mind would risk his neck for a few old rocks.
Is there anything new?
We really put one over on those pirates. They provided us with prisoners, but never saw a coin for it. No wonder they're angry. But what can they do? Attack the camp?
Shit, another new boy. Here for the gold too, aren't you?
Gold?
Quit trying to kid me. All the new boys who come here want into the mine. But don't think it's that easy.
How do I get to the camp?
Just follow the boardwalk. But if you want to get into the mine, you'll have to get past Franco. He expects all the new boys to slave away out here for a while first.
Tell me more about the mine.
I'll give you some good advice. If you want to get in there, get in good with Franco. He's the boss out here. He decides who is the next to go in. But he'll only let you in if you don't gold brick out here. So go to him and let him give you a job.
Where do I find this Franco?
He mostly hangs out in the court in front of the camp. Getting good with him or you'll wind up with a crappy job like me.
Do you have to hang around here all the time?
I'm supposed to check out all the new boys to make sure that none of them are spies. But you can't forget it. I mean, we're at the end of the world here, in the middle of a swamp. No one can find us. No one will find us. And why should someone go to the trouble of sending us a spy?
What's new?
Nah, there's nothing new right now. I've still got it.
Nothing there.
You should have known better.
That was no big deal. Hey, you!
You asked me.
I've activated another one of the teleporter stones. Give me the next focus.
Of course. Here it is. Here are a few gold coins.
No idea. You tell me.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
You don't have...
Hey!
Nice to see you.
It wasn't.
This, some of the close by, not a I advise.
Is it?
There's no doubt that the sword.
Let's deal. Let's deal.
Hey, you!
About the relics. What about this?
That looks good. Where'd you find that?
I found these tablets in a building to the south.
Ah, a tablet of the Guardians of the Dead. It was they who summoned the spirits of their dead. The builders' connection to their ancestors was very strong.
I found these tablets in a structure to the southwest.
Judging from the tablet, it has something to do with the housing for the priests of the city. The name of the highest priest was Cardamon. We don't know much about him.
This thing was lying in a building near the Great Swamp.
That would have been the House of the Healers. We don't know much about them. They seem to have been the first to disappear. Very good. The image of this city is becoming clearer, but we still don't know enough. In all, there must be 5 of this sort of stone tablet hidden around here. Find them and bring them to me. Here is some gold as a reward.
I'll see whether I can find anything.
Good, but hurry. Time is not our ally. May Adanos protect you.
I think I've found something. I think I've found something. I think I've found something.
just wrong.
I used to say that myself. There's more, believe me.
I could have told you that. As if I didn't have a clue.
Can't rely on that.
It seems like he's practice for anything possible. Nobody ever asks me.
I could tell you. There's more.
It's exactly what I said.
Can't rely on that. That's no secret.
Do you really think?
I'm staying out of it. Tell me that isn't true.
Nothing's ever going to change that. You have to feel sorry.
Hey! Hey, what are you doing here?
Rely on that.
Do you want to get into the camp?
Yes, I am.
I don't care who you
Been there,
are.
done that.
I'm Franco. I'm the leader here.
Why haven't I heard about
So, if you do a good job out here, I'll take you into the camp. Ramon, the gatekeeper, will tell you if they need new people in the camp. Talk to him.
Been there, done that.
It's totally obvious. It's totally obvious.
Hey, you!
I've got no time for things like that. Been there, done that.
Nothing's ever going to change that. Anything's possible.
There's more, believe me. Nobody wants to.
Hey, what do you want, huh? I can't imagine you have a permit for the camp.
Franco sent me. He wants to know if anyone is needed in the camp.
Yeah, we need someone. Another one of the guys kicked the bucket yesterday. That idiot tangled with Esteban.
Who is Esteban?
The leader of the lower camp, he decides who gets into the mine. So tell Franco that Torres wants a new man. Got it?
Thoris? The Thoris?
Yes, the Torres. The man who calls for new people. The man who decides if and when a new guy gets out of the swamp and into the camp. You are trying to tell me that you know him from earlier?
Well, yes.
Listen, everyone knows Taurus. Nevertheless, you aren't getting in, and I won't give him a message.
I'm the new man.
Hey, don't try to fool me. It's still Franco who decides which of you gets into the camp.
Franco sent me.
He did not. So beat it. Otherwise, I'll break your bones. One more step, and it'll be your last.
Hey,
Nobody wants to know.
Thoris needs a new man.
Good. I'll take care of it.
Wait a minute. What about me?
You haven't done anything yet.
I've done a lot. Only you don't know about it.
Okay, you want a chance. You'll get your chance. Move your butt to Logan. The swamp sharks are breathing down his neck. Help him finish off the beasts, and you're as good as in the camp.
Where do I find Logan?
If you're standing in front of the camp entrance, follow the rock wall to the left. It's a bit farther into the swamp.
Nobody wants to know.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
Things would have turned out differently if we hadn't been
Hey,
Look, new face. Are you just gonna stand around here, or have you come to help me?
Franco sent me. He says you could use some help. So, what's up?
The swamp sharks are coming a little too close for me. High time to finish off a few of them.
What do I get for my help?
Franco will let you rot here if you do nothing. If you want to get into the camp, you'll have to lend a hand. You won't get any further here with just words. Besides, I can show you how to gut the beasts. But don't think Franco will send you straight into the camp just because we've had a little fun with the swamp sharks here. There are people out here who have been waiting a long time to get in. And the next one who gets in is me. It had better be me.
What's in the camp then?
The question is what isn't in the camp. There are no swamp sharks, no swamp holes, no swamp at all. Instead, they have booze and gold. As far as I know, they even have a woman. Got it?
Let's attack the swamp sharks.
You figured out how to get ahead here. I'm pleased. Psst. Hey, you hear that? Oh yeah, I hear them.
I see. And what do we do now?
They're coming. They've got an appetite for a bite of human flesh. Well, we'll see who gets eaten here. Let's go. The only good swamp shark is a dead swamp shark. That'll be a warning to their brothers.
All right. Is there anything else to do? Otherwise, I'll take off.
Do that. If you want to learn anything else, you know where to find me.
I helped Logan.
Okay, so you fought the swamp sharks. You're useful. At least more so than most of the guys here.
They all ran like rabbits. I was completely alone.
What about gold?
What?
Do I get anything for my work here in the swamp?
You want gold? Sure. How much do you want?
No big deal.
50 gold nuggets. 100.
He should have.
I'll give you as much gold as you can carry. Who do you think you are? Are you trying to make a fool out of me? Now push off and do something. Otherwise, you won't get so much as one crumb of gold.
I could have told you that.
So can I go to the camp now?
Listen, there's another thing I need you for. A few days ago, I sent Edgar into the swamp. He was supposed to get me an old stone tablet, but he hasn't been seen since. See what he's doing, and bring me that damn stone tablet.
Here's the stone tablet.
Good, very good. Raven will be pleased with you.
I wouldn't have done that.
What about the camp now? Can I finally go in?
No, I already sent Logan in. He was ahead of you in the list. And at the moment, there's no need for another man in the camp. Besides, I can really use you here. Now that Logan isn't here anymore.
Things would have turned out differently if it hadn't been for us.
He should have known that.
You swine. I'll get you.
You miserable little wretch. You want to mess with me? Just you wait.
Ah! Watch out! Can't rely on that.
Hey, what happened down there?
I flattened Franco.
So? Then now it's your job to make sure the lazy dogs do their work every day.
Hey, I'm not here to be bothered with the hunters. I want to enter the camp.
Forget it. You did in Franco. Now you're the leader. So do your job.
If I'm the leader, then I decide who goes in next. And I decided that I'm next.
It isn't that easy. We haven't asked for anyone, so no one gets in.
Thoris can send a new leader for the hunters. Then there will be a vacancy inside for me.
You don't give up, do you? Okay. Then move your butt inside. Thoros will make sure that the hunters won't have to live without a leader. What are you waiting for? And get yourself a pickaxe.
Wait a minute.
Hey, are you the new guy who knocked down Franco?
Yes, why?
Because now I have to take over his job. You did a great job. Thanks a lot.
And what's it like leading the hunters?
Leave me alone.
Wait a minute. How can I get a lot of gold quickly?
Good question. Isn't that why we're all here? Just see to it that you get a red stone from Thoros. Then you can go into the mine.
Anything new?
The pirates have set sail and taken off. Now there's only a couple of idiots sitting on the beach. And they don't have a decent ship. Not even Beliar knows how we'll get off this island.
What do you know about the camp?
Talk to Snaff if it's information you're after. That fat cook knows a bunch. If you want to buy something, go to Fisk. He gets hold of all kinds of things.
Who's in charge here?
Our glorious leader, Raven. He'll make us all rich.
Ah, who have we here then? Looky, looky. There you are. I've got good news and bad news for you.
First, tell me the bad news.
Raven is looking for you. So are his guards. Actually, all the bandits are looking for you. And if they find you, they'll kill you.
A lot of people have already tried that.
Then your combat skills are as good as your craftiness. Coming into the camp with some of our armor is like the sheep coming to the wolves. Your life is hanging by a thin thread, son of danger.
And what's the good news?
Well, I don't really know why, but you've made yourself a couple of powerful enemies. You can count yourself lucky that I recognized you and no one else. Because I am understanding and sociable.
How much do you want?
Oh, no, please. I don't want to extort gold from you. I wouldn't dream of it.
Then what do you want?
Recently, somebody tried to get Esteban out of the way, but he ran into the bodyguards. Go to Esteban and talk to him. Afterwards, we'll talk again.
You look like a digger.
I am a digger. The last time I was in the mine, I worked my ass off.
What happens to the gold from the mine?
Thoros collects it and then distributes it. No one is allowed to keep what he mines. Everybody gets only a part of the gold. That way even the hunters and guards get their share. I think that's okay. Since we've had that rule, there have been fewer deaths, and the miners still get more than the guys who hang around outside.
Why aren't you in the mine now?
I was in the mine long enough and slaved away until I was about to fall over. Now I need a few days' rest. Before I get my next red stone.
What's the deal with these red stones?
That's something Thoris and Esteban thought up. Thoris takes care of the gold distribution, and Esteban organizes the workers for the mine. Of course, he doesn't want to run to Thoris every time he sends someone to the mine. That's why he gives us one of those red stone tablets, and Thoris lets us in then. It's like a pass.
Hi.
What you want?
Where do I get a pickaxe?
Go to Huno the Smith. But even if you have a pick, that don't mean that you can get into the mine. If you want to get in, you have to talk to Esteban. Don't even bother going to Thoris. He'll only let you in if you have a red stone.
Tell me, what do you think of Esteban?
Hey, he's the boss here. He's all right, I think. He always lets the good boys into the mine, the ones who know something about mining, I mean.
And you know something about mining?
I'm the best.
Can you judge my gold digging abilities?
Sure. I've been at this for over 35 years. There's nothing I can't assess. For you, I'd say you're an absolute beginner.
What do I have to know about mining gold?
Well, there's something you should know. Gold isn't ore. There's one damn important difference. I mean, what woman would hang a chain of ore around her neck? When picking, work from top to bottom. You can work the nuggets loose best that way. There are also diggers who do it the other way around, but it's far more difficult.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Lenore. Welcome to the Diggers Camp.
Diggers? I thought this was the bandits' camp.
Right, but the bandits are only here today. So,
Can you teach me anything about gold mining?
certainly. But if I teach you something, you'll be able to mine more gold.
That's why I'm asking.
Sure. But if you can mine more, it's only fair I get a share of it.
Well,
You might as well give him a share in advance. Well, let's say 50 gold pieces.
teach me something about gold mining.
Good. Regular swings will take you forward. Don't overdo it, but also don't fall asleep swinging. And don't always strike at the same spot. Try to work around a good-sized nugget. Do that, and you're on the way to becoming a master digger.
A dark cloud over the house. The one approaches with blood. Needed to call him. He who sees me. He sees me. Oh no. Go away. Be gone.
Are you all right?
Green novice. I cannot find it.
Here, take this swamp weed.
Not green. Not strong. Not green. Not strong.
How can I help you?
The green novice will help the novice.
no secret.
Hey, if you're looking for a decent trader here in the camp, then you just found him. My hut is right behind Esteban, so if you need anything, come on by.
He really should have known better.
There've been all kinds of rumors.
That will never change.
How's it going?
Wait a minute. Don't I know you from somewhere?
Nobody wants to know.
No, you're not him. Go on, piss off.
He simply needs to practice more.
That's nothing new.
Staying out of it.
Everything all right?
Touch Esteban, and I'll chop you to pieces!
You don't have to tell me that.
So you're the fellow who fought his way into camp, huh?
That got around fast.
Franco was a tough nut.
That was
No one messed with him. No one. Except you. Just to make it clear, if you try the same shit with me,
There's more, believe me.
I'll kill you.
I wouldn't have done
There's more, believe me.
that. It's exactly.
I need better armor.
Why? You already have
It
some.
had to happen sooner or later.
That's good enough for you now.
It can't go on like this forever.
I want to get into the mine.
Of course you do. Then you're in the right place with me. Because everyone who digs in the mine gets to keep a hefty share of the gold. And I hand out the red stones you need so that Thoris will let you in.
Who said that?
Give me one of those red stones.
Okay, but they aren't free. Normally, I demand a share of the gold the boys get for digging. How much do you know about mining gold, huh? You probably learned a few tricks, right? If I give you a redstone, it won't be because you're such a great digger. No, I have another job for you.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
What sort of job?
One of the bandits planned to kill me, but instead,
You should have known.
my guards killed him.
He was hot for your job, huh?
He was an idiot. A thug without a brain.
Anything's possible.
He never would have got the idea to attack me on his own. Nah, he was only fulfilling a contract. Someone else sent him.
So, I'm supposed to find out who was behind it.
Whoever sent me this assassin will pay for it. Find him, and I'll let you into the mine.
Senyan sent me to you about this business.
Senyan? He also works for me. I told him he should keep his eyes open.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
That's exactly what.
How should I go about it?
Everyone here in the camp knows about it.
Couldn't get away with that.
So you're playing with all your cards on the table, huh? Try to find out who's on my side and who isn't. And don't let the boys make a fool of you. Talk to Snaff. That fat cook picks up a lot.
I told you that before.
I'm staying out of it.
Who said that?
I'm staying out of it.
Dirty thief, just wait.
What do you know about the attempt on Esteban's life?
Listen, I don't want anything to do with that business, got it? I have my own worries. I'm a victim myself.
In what way?
I paid a lot of gold for my last delivery, but it never came. Some swine made off with it. I've been robbed, probably by some of our own people.
You don't have to tell me that.
What sort of delivery?
A packet of lockpicks. Someone was supposed to get them from the pirates for me, but a guy named Juan snatched it away from me, including the gold that I paid for it. That bastard is hiding somewhere in the swamp.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
Show me your wares.
Time for things like that.
He was falling down drunk.
I used to say that myself.
Nobody ever asked me.
It had to happen sooner or later.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
Show me your wares.
ran like rabbits. I was completely alone.
Can't rely on that.
Green novice. I cannot find it.
Here, take this green novice.
Ah. Oh, my head. Oh, I am Fortuno. What is wrong?
So tell me what is wrong with you.
Once, I belonged to the Brotherhood of the Sleeper. Everything was all right back then. Fine. We were all condemned criminals. But for us novices, life was free from care.
Hey, I was a prisoner in the Valley of Mines myself. Tell me something new.
I don't remember anything. Darkness lies across my mind.
Come on, concentrate. What happened? When did you come back to your senses?
Raven. I only remember Raven and dark rooms.
What about Raven? What did he do to you?
I'm sorry. It's as though my mind were held prisoner. I don't understand it myself.
There must be a way to refresh your memory.
Yes, maybe there is a way. The gurus knew of various forms of altering the spirit and the will.
Do you remember anything about that?
No, I'm afraid this knowledge vanished with the gurus.
Damn. Well, if there is a way to free your spirit, I'll find it. Do you need more swamp weed?
Yes, definitely. I will buy all the swamp weed you can get your hands on. I'll even pay you more for it than Fisk.
I've got swamp weed for you.
Things would have turned out differently if it hadn't been for us.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
About the attack on Esteban.
What do you want from me?
I'm looking for the person behind the attack.
And why are you coming to me about that?
I thought you might know something about that business.
I don't know anything.
It looks like you're a master of your craft.
I've heard that before. Did you bring the steel?
Steel? No, I think you're confusing me with...
Somehow you seem familiar. Do we know each other from somewhere?
You don't have to tell me that.
Sure, from the old camp.
The old camp, right. You're that curious guy. I thought you was dead.
Yes, everybody thinks that. Who else survived?
A few. Some fled with Raven like I did. For a lot of others, the old camp became a grave.
Tell me about your escape.
Chaos broke out the day the barrier fell. Some hid, others fled, and there was a plundering everywhere.
What did you do?
I was about to leave the camp when it turned bright very suddenly, and a scorching pain ate through my skin. I'd been struck by damn lightning. It feels like I can still hear it. Later, someone told me that Taurus found me and took me with him.
I need better armor.
So, you can have this. It's Esteban's fault. It's so expensive. That damn dog pockets a share of every piece of armor I sell.
That will never change.
You don't have to ask me that.
Okay, I'll take the armor.
Sure thing.
I need better armor.
So, you can have this. It's Esteban, that damn
I could have told you that before. Tell me that isn't true.
As if I didn't have enough problems.
I used to say that myself.
Nobody ever asks me.
Been there, done that.
Nobody ever asks me.
What does he know about duty?
What do you know about the attempt on Esteban's life?
Nothing, man. I didn't have anything to do with it. What do you want from me?
Nobody ever asks
Do you deal in smithy equipment?
Huno has steel. I only have a few lumps of ore, but I won't give that up. It's the only thing I have of value.
Do you work for Huno?
I wanted to make up a bit of gold and took up with Huno. But since then, Esteban hasn't given me anything at all. He said he can't use me anymore. What else can I do but continue to slave away for Huno?
That was no big deal.
Everything else all right with you?
I just want to do my job, man.
Can't rely on that.
He was falling down drunk. It's no secret.
He really should have known better.
Who said that?
He simply needs to practice more.
How can I get a lot of gold quickly?
Good question. Isn't that why we're all here? Just see to it that you get a red stone from Thoris. Then you can go into the mine.
You know the rule. No one goes into the mine without a redstone tablet.
Forget the mine. I have to see Raven.
Even then, we have rules here and they apply to everyone, even to you. Go back. If you try to enter the upper square without permission, the other guards will kill you. Those are the rules.
Who's ever gonna change that?
If you have a problem with that, go talk to Esteban. He's responsible for the camp.
Anything's possible.
He simply needs to practice more.
Don't you remember me from the old camp?
You were one of the prisoners.
I couldn't.
Maybe you were one of my guards. And? Does that make us allies now? No, it doesn't. Maybe you're the guy who brought down the barrier. Maybe you also killed my pals. So what? Those times are over. You want in? Then get yourself a red stone and don't waste my time.
He really should have.
Come on, let me in, for old time's sake.
Let me explain something to you. Do you know why I'm still alive? Because I've always been loyal to my people. I don't have to agree with everything Raven does, but I'll stick to the rules, and so will you.
Do you really think?
That will never change.
Hey, what's with your armor? Where can I get armor like that?
You can't. This armor is reserved for Raven's Guard. I hardly think there's an entrance exam for new candidates. But the ultimate decision isn't mine, it's Raven's.
You tell me.
I have a stone tablet for you here.
You don't have the right stone. Only the red ones are important.
Do you really think?
It's important that I get to Raven.
Oh yeah? Do you really think you can make it through to him? His guards have orders not to let anyone in. You'd be dead before you even saw him. So knock that idea out of your head.
It can't go on like this forever.
He simply needs to practice more.
That's totally obvious.
What does he know about you?
Don't wake him.
What?
If you want to do yourself a favor, then stay away from Skinner. The fellow is unpredictable. He killed the last guy who woke him up. Let him sleep, for everybody's sake.
I used to say that myself.
Are you a digger?
Because of the pants? Nah, I just wear them because they're comfortable. All I do here is cook meat stew. Here, you can try some. It'll make you strong. It's always important to train your strength. There are many dangers lurking out there. If you want, I can help you to get stronger.
Things I can tell you.
Damn, why did you wake me, eh? I bet you don't even know. No, don't say anything. It's too late for excuses. Now you have two choices. You can fight me in my Betty, or you can try to run away. In your place, I'd run.
Don't take any crap! Attaboy!
The things I could tell you. That's no secret.
I won't be treated like that.
Tell me that isn't true.
I won't be treated like that.
That's no secret.
That'll only cause more trouble.
No idea. You tell me.
It can't go on like this forever.
Things would have turned out differently if it hadn't been for us.
You don't have to ask me that.
Hey, why did you wake me, eh?
Away with that?
I bet you don't even know. No, don't say anything. It's too late for excuses. Now you have two choices. You can fight me in my Betty, or you can try to run away. In your place, I'd run.
I want to be stronger. About the attack on Esteban,
Yeah,
do you have any idea who was behind it?
sure. Let me tell you. I bet that Emilio is behind this. He always ran to the mine like a crazy man. He dug as much as he could. But since the attack, he's been sitting on his bench, not budging an inch. It's obvious. To get to the mine, he has to have a red stone from Esteban. I bet he doesn't dare look him in the eye.
What would Emilio get out of Esteban's death?
What do I know? Maybe he has a pal in the mine who would take over Esteban's place then. Yeah, that would make sense.
Hey, you! I've talked to Esteban.
And did he tell you about the attack?
He ordered me to find out who sent the assassin. Do you know anything about that?
No more than you do. I'm also on the hunt for the guy behind it. And now we come to the interesting part.
Let's hear it.
I want you to do your job well. I want you to find the traitor. And when you have found him, I want you to kill him for me. Then I will pocket the reward. I have your wanted poster. Don't forget that. Do your job and do it well. You can figure out what will happen otherwise.
Forget it.
Then what do I still need you for, you bum?
Hey, people! Look who we have here!
tell me, why did Senyan yell, "Look who we have here"?
Unpaid debts. Do you have a problem with that?
No, man, I don't have a problem with it. Quite the opposite. The bastard worked for Esteban.
Lenar told me a bit about you.
Lenar? That guy's an idiot. You must have noticed.
He said you haven't been in the mine since the attack happened.
I don't know anything.
What do you have against Esteban?
All that swine thinks about is money. Every few days, one of us gets eaten by a crawler. But Esteban just won't send any fighters into the mine. And why? Those guys belong to Raven's bodyguards, and Esteban is scared shitless to tell them. He'd rather let us get killed.
Help me find out who was behind the attack.
No, I don't want anything to do with it.
If an idiot like Lenar notices that you're behaving oddly, it won't take long before Esteban finds out too.
Shit. I'll tell you one name, nothing more.
I'm listening.
Huno. Go to Huno. He must know something about this business.
About the attack on Esteban.
Yeah?
Do you have any idea who's behind this?
Why do you want to know?
I want to talk to the guy.
So? And what do you want from him?
I want to bump off Esteban, and I'm looking for an ally.
Oh, I won't have anything to do with that.
Hey, you! Aren't you from Corinus?
Don't remind me. My life in that city was horrible. While the ships with the new convicts kept coming in, there was still life in the town. But all those other guys? No thanks. Maybe it's because we're on an island. Well, those days are over. I'm finished with Eldritch.
Why?
He's a wimp. When the bandits dragged me off, he didn't lift a finger to help me.
And? How's it going?
Listen, if you want something to eat, go to Snaff. If you want something to drink, you're in the right place.
What are you planning to do?
We'll see. For now, I'll stay here with Snaff, Fisk, and the others. Have you already talked to Thoris? Oh, Enos, is that a hunk of a man? Excuse me. Let's get back to your question. I haven't set a goal. I'm only drifting.
What do you drink here, then?
We only have a little beer. The only beer on the island was brought by the Paladins. Just about the only good thing those fellows brought with them. Otherwise, we drink booze. I got moonshine, grog, and white rum. You should try that. I got the recipe from Samuel. The old boy really knows his trade.
You're not very fond of the Paladins, are you?
Those fanatical murderers in the pay of the fire magicians? No. But Lord Hagen occupies the city with his thugs, and everybody bows down to him. And I didn't want to do that. I wasn't going to wait until they closed down the Red Lantern and locked me up.
What do you know about the attempt on Esteban's life?
Nothing at all.
Can you teach me something?
Only too gladly. You can train your dexterity with me.
I want to become more dexterous.
There's nothing else I can teach you. You've become too good.
Do you want to eat or chatter? What'll it be?
What do you know about the attack?
The thing with Esteban? You know how it is. The barkeeper hears everything, but never takes sides.
At least tell me who I can go to.
Oh man, where's the difference? Forget that.
If you were in my place, what would you do?
I would think about what I know about the guy behind it. First, it was probably one of the bandits. That means he's here in the camp. Second, that he's here in the camp means that he is watching you. Third, as long as he thinks that you're on Esteban's side, he'll never reveal himself to you. So, the interesting question is, what are your chances of finding your man?
What are my chances of finding my man?
You bumped off one of Esteban's people. The man you're looking for will believe you're on his side. But he won't just reveal himself to you. You'll have to find out more.
Thanks.
Hey, I didn't tell you anything you didn't already know. Got it?
What do you think of Esteban?
Whoever talks about him is soon dead.
What do people here think of Esteban?
You'll have to be a bit more precise. Each piece of information will cost you...
How much?
10 gold pieces.
What about Finn?
A good digger. He has a nose for gold. Esteban favors him because of it. I think he's in pretty good standing with him.
What about Fisk?
Fisk is Fisk. He pays his share to Esteban and distributes the goods he mostly gets from the pirates. I don't think he really cares about Esteban.
What does Huno think of Esteban?
Ah, Huno. I know almost nothing about him. That information is, of course, free.
What does Lenar think about Esteban?
As far as I can tell, Lenar doesn't think at all.
Emilio, what does he think about Esteban?
I don't think he'll bring any flowers to Esteban's grave, if you know what I mean.
What about Paul?
I don't think he particularly likes Esteban. Since he's been working for Huno, he'll never get into the mine.
What's on the menu?
I want to try out a new dish. Fire strips and hammer sauce.
Hammer sauce?
A sauce made from hammer-hard booze. I have a recipe from a guy called Lou. You get the ingredients and distill the booze up on the alchemist's bench. Then I'll make a sauce out of it. What do you think?
Fire strips?
Crisp, delicately roasted meat mixed with pickled fireweed. But don't worry, I already have the ingredients for that.
Okay, I'll do it.
All right, here's the recipe.
Hey! Give me something to drink. Show me how to gut animals.
If you want to learn something about blood flies, go to Edgar. He knows all about them. And if you want to gut swamp sharks or lizards, you have to know how to remove skins and teeth. I can show you that.
How's it going with you?
Well, at least I'm in now. Lucia brews some wicked liquor, but Esteban won't let me into the mine. At any rate, not yet. He's given me another job.
And? What does he want from you?
There was an attempt on Esteban's life. He wants to know who's behind it. Esteban thinks that Snaff is involved. I'm supposed to keep an eye on him.
What do you know about the attempt on Esteban's life?
You're looking for the guy who's behind it, huh? But I don't know anything about it. How could I? I was still in the swamp then.
I'll come back later.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
That's no secret.
That'll only cause more trouble. Nobody ever asks me. Why haven't I heard about this before?
I'm staying out of it.
Hey!
What's new?
I heard you killed Franco. Nice work. But now we got that Carlos on our backs. He doesn't take any nonsense.
About the blood flies?
What do you want to know?
plunder.
How's it going?
What do you want? Have you got anything to say to me? If not, you can just go away. Otherwise, my friend will make mincemeat of you. So what is it?
What do you know about Raven?
He's the guy who first showed up here with his boys. He's the leader of the camp. You don't mess around with him, let me tell you. Once they needed 5 new men because he had taken out his anger on some of his own people.
What can you tell me about the camp?
Watch out who you tangle with. If you start a fight for no reason, you'll have them all against you. Fast. Most of them are nervous about their gold, and some of the boys are watching out for each other.
How's it going?
I'm waiting until they ask for someone new and it's my turn. Now that Franco's dead, hopefully I have a better chance.
Just you wait,
Now
you
for
son
some
of a...
See? That wasn't so hard.
That was no big deal.
There've been all kinds of rumors.
I have your package.
Indeed. What about Juan?
He's dead.
Good. Then he can't cause me any more trouble. As far as you are concerned, I have a pretty good relationship with Juno. I'll see to it that you get your armor cheap from now on. Also, I'll give you one of my weapons. One hand washes the other. That hasn't changed since back then.
That will cause more trouble.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
Hey, you! Juno is suspected of having something to do with the attack.
I don't know anything about it.
But you work for Juno, so you do know something.
I know nothing. Honest, I have to go now.
That isn't true.
I've heard a few things about you.
So?
Emilio spat out your name. You definitely know something about the attack.
You've been having a chat with old Emilio, eh? Maybe I should also have a word with him. I'm sure that afterwards he'll say the exact opposite. Now listen, you move your ass out of here before I forget myself.
Who said that?
You don't have to tell me that.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
I'm staying out of it.
They all ran like rabbits.
What does he know about duty?
I could have told you that.
Hey, you!
What does he know about duty?
About the assignment.
Listen, I have other things I have to take care of. Come back when you found out who the guy is.
Turned out differently if it hadn't been for us.
There've been all kinds of rumors.
He really should have known better.
What are my chances of finding my man?
You bumped off one of Esteban's people, but he won't just reveal.
I knew that.
Exactly.
About the attack again.
Just leave me alone with that crap.
Who said that?
That will never change.
And now?
Hey, you!
There've been all kinds of rumors.
Things would have turned out different.
I could have told you that before.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
Those are all just rumors.
Nobody wants to know.
That'll only cause more trouble.
He really should have known better.
Who said that?
No idea. You tell me.
Who said that?
Hey!
That's no secret.
I have a red stone tablet here.
Okay. You killed Esteban, so you will do his job now. They have a few problems with mine crawlers in the mine. 3 diggers have bought it already. It's your job to provide replacements.
And when can I finally get into the damned mine?
Do your job. Afterwards, you can do what you want.
It's totally obvious.
I couldn't care less.
Nobody ever asks me.
Hey, you! You're needed in the mine.
Sure thing, boss. You want to see the best in the mine? Then I'll get back to it. Oh, something else. I'll let you in on a digger's secret. Now and then it's a good idea to give it a really good whack. If you've hacked a couple of times and nothing has come out, then drag the point of the pick sideways across the rock. With a little luck, you'll get several chunks at once that way.
You're needed in the mine.
You really do have a red stone for me. Excellent. Now I'll work that damned rock to crumbs. I already know exactly where I'll go. One more thing. If you go mining, watch out that you don't strike too hard. Otherwise, your pickaxe will get wedged in the gold.
You're needed in the mine.
So now you're the boss here. Okay, then I'll get going.
That was no big deal.
Hey, you! I sent out 3 guys.
All right. Then as far as I'm concerned, you can go in.
I'll never get this open without the right key.
Halt.
Get out of my way, guard.
All right, you can pass.
I've activated another one of the teleporter stones. Give me the next focus.
Of course. Here it is. Here are a few gold coins.
Hey! About the relics. What about this?
That looks good. Where'd you find that?
The bandits used these stone tablets as a sort of currency.
The tablets bear the sign of Korhodran, a great warrior. He is the commander whose son Rodimus caused the downfall of the entire city. I'll bet the bandits don't even know what it is they are trading there. Here is some gold as a reward. Now we have collected all the relics we need. You have done us a great service. I thank you. This will bring us a crucial step forward in our studies.
About Raven. I was in the bandit camp to the east. Raven is their leader. But in order to get to Raven, I have to get some of the bandits out of the way first.
Fine. Then good luck. But do not forget that it must happen quickly. Raven must not reach his goal under any circumstances.
He has a gold mine, and he has the prisoners digging for gold.
That sounds like him. You must get the prisoners out of there.
Yes, of course. I'm working on it.
May Adanos protect you.
So, on your way to the mine?
Yes.
Then watch out for yourself. Watch out better than these guys who are scattered all over the place here did.
Why? Are they dead?
They worked themselves to pieces. Hey, do you want to go digging? Then don't forget to stock up with Scatty.
What do I need then?
Well, at the very least, a pickaxe. And some provisions can't hurt. Or how about some healing potions? There are mine crawlers down there.
How's business?
Since the tomb has been open, there hasn't been much demand. Raven has no more use for his slaves. That's why they're mining gold now, on Bloodwind's orders. And the diggers are taking it easy. Diggers who take it easy aren't good for business.
Bloodwind, is he in charge here?
He oversees the mine. But he's almost never down here. He spends most of his time with Raven in the temple.
What exactly does almost never mean?
Last time I saw him was when he came out of the tomb. No, wait. The last time he was here was when he sent the slaves to mine the gold. Unlike Raven, he is very interested in gold.
What sort of tomb?
A cursed, unlucky tomb. The guardians of the tomb have killed many men.
Guardians? Are you talking about creatures of stone, rather flat with a round head?
That's exactly what I mean. They came out of the depths of the stone by the dozen. I knew from the beginning that it wasn't good to dig out the tomb. But Raven was possessed with the idea of digging there, and once the tomb was finally uncovered, he marched in there with his guards.
What did Raven want in the tomb?
You're pretty curious. You remind me of a fellow I once knew. He was just as curious, and eventually it was his undoing.
Get to the point. What happened in the tomb?
Well, my throat is really dry.
Hey, Scatty, not now. This is important. So, what did Raven do there?
All right. He summoned something. He kept calling out words in a foreign language. Bright light poured out of the tomb, and then I heard a scream that cut right through me. A demonic scream.
And then?
That's all I know. At that moment, Bloodwind came out of the tomb and said I should beat it, and that's what I did. It also didn't take long before Raven and his boys disappeared back into the temple. And since then, Raven hasn't been seen.
What do I have to know about mining gold?
Take a pickaxe in your hand and whack at a lump of gold. Anyone can do that. But many nuggets will shatter that way. That's why only people who understand mining should do it. I can tell you more once you have some more experience.
Would you like a drink?
A beer would really hit the spot. There's hardly any beer here in camp, but maybe Lucia still has a bottle.
There you go.
Oh, that tastes good. Thanks, man. You're my hero.
Let's deal. Hey!
What does he know about duty?
Everything all right?
Nice and regular. That's the way to get the fat nuggets.
Tell me that isn't true.
You have to feel
Hey, you! Can you judge my gold digging abilities?
For you, I'd say you're a genuine digger.
Back at work?
Yeah. Now I'm getting the very last piece of gold out of this mine.
No idea. You tell me.
Hey, you!
Those are all just
What's up?
I'm really slaving away. Well, the main thing is I won't get eaten by a crawler.
I could have told you that before.
That's no secret.
Nobody ever asked me.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
Hey! What are you doing? Are you melting down your gold?
No, I'm washing vegetables. Of course I'm melting down gold, and I'm making coins out of it. Because just imagine, one fine evening Raven comes along and shoves a coin die in my hands. Out of one single gold nugget, I can mint a heap of coins. I'm so good that no one can tell the difference.
How many coins will you give me for one nugget?
Well, I don't know you at all, but I'll make you a special price. For one nugget, I'll give you
10 gold pieces.
Let's haggle.
No. That's the standard price everyone gets.
I thought that was a special price.
It is. Everyone here is special to me.
What do you know about Raven?
You won't believe it. I was there. I saw what he did in the tomb. He mumbled and called some strange words over and over. Cardamon, Fatang Shatar, Fatang Beliar. And then a blazing light came out of the tomb and I heard the scream. Oh, ye gods, that voice. That was the sound of the end of the world. Raven spoke with it. They conversed. Raven and that voice. I can't remember what they said. I just know that I could only master my limbs again many hours later, back in the camp.
Can you repeat Raven's words again?
Sure. Are you ready? Cardamon, Fatang Shatar, Fatang Beliar.
Hey, you!
Please don't hit me.
I couldn't care less.
Exactly what I said.
I couldn't care less.
Hey, you!
What do you want from me? Go away.
Hey, you!
Please don't hit me.
There have been all kinds of rumors.
Same old thing all over again.
How's it going?
It's too bad that we still have so few slaves. We'll have to get some new ones soon. These guys are totally done in, probably because they get so little they eat. But I'd rather send the diggers back to work than give these dogs a piece of meat.
Do you really think?
Do you know anything about the tomb?
Yes. The tomb is behind this passage. Just follow the bodies and you'll find it.
He simply needs to practice more.
Anything's possible.
Hey, you!
I couldn't get
Everything all right with you?
The slaves are getting the big chunks out of our way. Then we'll harvest the golden fruit later.
I'm staying out of it.
Hey, you! What do I have to know about mining gold?
Brain work, boy. Mining gold is a purely mental procedure. Don't try to force the rock. It's harder than you. Free your mind of everything and try to become one with the gold. Then it is like meditation, a prayer.
How's it going?
I slaved the way for the ore barons long enough. It's good that someone else is digging now.
What do I have to know about mining gold?
Always dig from bottom to top. That may be difficult, but that way you get more gold out of the rock.
How's it going?
I'm not going to the trouble of mining myself. We have enough slaves to do that for us. We never came by our gold so easily.
Hey,
What do I have to know about mining gold?
The legs. It's all in the legs. Strength and momentum come from the legs.
How's it going?
As long as the slaves are working, I'm not budging a finger.
That's exactly what I said.
Hey, you!
No idea. You tell
How's
me.
it going?
I'm cooking a delicious stew for the diggers and guards.
Really think?
But the slaves, they don't get anything. Some stale water and old bread at the most. That won't hurt those city boys.
I feel sorry for the poor guy.
I couldn't care less.
Those are all just rumors.
Same old thing all over again.
I could have told you that before. You have to feel sorry for the poor guy. Hey, where are you going? Do you want to go into this passage?
Well, sure. Why not?
There are even more slaves back there. As far as I'm concerned, you can go in, but don't hit them so hard they can't work anymore. After all, we certainly don't want them just sitting around. They have to dig for gold.
I see. And who ordered that?
That is a direct order from Bloodwind.
I thought Raven was the boss here.
Right, but he gave the slaves to Bloodwind. He doesn't have any more use for them.
Don't have to ask me that.
Hey, you! Wait a minute.
Is there a problem?
Mine crawlers. Lots and lots of mine crawlers. We've run into a nest here.
Why don't we attack the crawlers?
I asked that too, but the guards had more important things to do. Bloodwind has left it to me to remove this problem.
I don't suppose you're planning to fight the crawlers.
Why should I? So that we can get at the gold in the cave? Bloodwind will just take most of it for himself anyway, and I'm not risking my neck for the little bit I'd get. If you want to fight the crawlers, don't let me stop you. Only don't lure them all out here, okay?
Can you tell me more about Bloodwind?
Yes, he's a gold-hungry bastard. He inspects every new vein and every nugget. He can't go too far out of his way for gold, but we don't mean shit to him.
And otherwise?
He thinks he's the greatest and can't stand it if someone is better off than he is. Okay, I wouldn't go up against him. Even so, just stay out of his way and don't provoke him, unless you want him to get furious and lose control.
So, that should be it. The crawlers are finished.
Bloodwind is already on the way. That's what you wanted, isn't it? I mean, you slaughtered the crawlers so Bloodwind would come here. So whatever you're planning, do it now.
Wait a minute.
You killed the mine crawlers? Good. I'll take over now. Go on. Beat it.
Wait a minute.
You still aren't gone?
We still have to set something straight. I'm looking for Raven.
Yeah. And what makes you think that Raven wants to talk to you at all? Wait. Are you? Is it you? You're the guy we've been looking for the whole time. What are you doing here? You should be long dead.
People are always telling me that.
Those morons all failed. But you won't get past me. This time I'll finish you.
Like I already said, it's Raven I'm looking for. You aren't important to me.
I'll kill you. I've survived every battle so far.
And I thought I did you in.
Ah, you miserable dog! And I survived the explosion of the barrier without a scratch.
And who do you think brought down the barrier?
Ah, you miserable dog! You can't defeat me. I'm Raven's best friend. His right hand.
Yes, that was his biggest mistake.
Ah, you miserable dog!
Enough talk. Let's fight.
It's too late for you anyway. Raven is opening the temple right now. Ha ha ha! Die, bastard!
Ah.
You sure showed that bum. Nice work. Then I'll take a look around the cave.
As if I didn't have enough problems.
Let the slaves go.
Listen, Bloodwind is in command here. The slaves belong to him, so he has the right to set them free. Besides, Thoris also has a say in that. And what about you? Do you have any say?
Hey. Hey, I'm all right. But Pardus is pretty much down and out. If there's anything you want, talk to Patrick. He's our spokesman.
Hey, you! What do you want? I'm just an imprisoned worker. I haven't done a thing.
Hey, you! I've been sent by the water mages. I've come to free you.
Really? And why should I believe you?
Do you want to get out of here or not?
Of course I want to get out, but
Vatra sent me. If that's not enough for you, you can all rot in this hole for all I care.
All right, I believe you.
Really? Wow, that went faster than I thought. Okay, now all we need is a plan.
Trying to flee poses a great risk. William tried and he bought it. Prisoners are peasants and workers. They trust me, but they won't dare to mount an escape.
What do you want me to do? Get you a pardon from Raven?
Hey, not a bad idea. But that can't be the plan. Just see to it that the guards don't attack us, and then we'll get out of here.
Okay, I'll handle that. Tell the others to get ready.
How are you holding up? I'm beat. Completely worn out. Is it a glorious sunny day or one of those clear nights where 1,000 stars are twinkling?
I don't know. Where's the gentle rain of summer? The cool evening breeze? I can feel them no longer. It's the eyes that go first in here.
Hang in there. Your rescue is near.
Thanks. Thanks for your words.
Here, drink this.
Thanks. That does me good.
How are you now?
Better. Thanks to you, I can feel my strength returning.
Hey, you! What do I have to know about mining gold?
Well, the angle at which you strike is crucial for efficient mining. Not too flat and not too steep. That way, you'll get the nuggets and make your pick hold up forever.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm alive. That's all I care about. If you've got something to discuss, Patrick's your man.
Hey! Let the slaves go.
Do you have any say?
Here, is that enough?
No, put that away. God, I don't want to see that.
It would be better for you if you let the slaves go now.
Wait a minute. Bloodwind isn't the only one who has a say here. So long as I don't have an order from Thoris, no one will be set free.
But you just said that the slaves belong to Bloodwind.
Yes, but I also said that I won't set anyone free without an order from Thoris.
You're one of those guys who won't take a leak without orders, eh? Hey, you! Let's trade.
Those are all just rumors.
What are you planning?
What?
Now you've cleared Bloodwind out of the way too. I'm just asking myself who's next, Raven or me?
Are you afraid?
I'm not afraid of a fight, but I am afraid of the consequences of your actions. This camp is the only thing we have left. It may not have always run to perfection, but it does run. And with every person you kill, another piece of our community breaks up. We are bandits, outcasts, lawbreakers, desperados. Wherever we go, we're hunted, locked up, and killed. There is no better place for us than this. No better time than now.
What are you getting at?
These men need someone to lead them. Who should that be? You? You, who is constantly roaming from place to place?
Then you take over the leadership of the camp.
Okay, but what about Raven?
Raven will soon have other worries. I'll take care of him. Oh, yes, and make sure that the prisoners can leave the camp in peace.
All right. I shall take care of all the guards out here.
He was falling down drunk.
You can't rely on him.
Let the slaves go.
Do you have any say?
I talked with Thoris. He ordered the slaves to be set free.
Okay, if Thoris ordered it, but I have to ask myself why he decided on something like that.
But you aren't being paid to ask questions.
All right. I'm obviously not needed here anymore, so I'll go get me some stew.
Hey, you! All's well. You can make yourselves scarce.
Great. I know a cave in the swamp we can gather for now, but then what?
Leave the swamp towards the southwest. The water mages have set up their camp near the ruins of the old temple. They're going to show you the way out of this valley.
Thanks. Thank you so much. We're all very deeply...
Never mind.
Hey!
How's it going?
What idiot freed the slaves?
How's it going?
I have to dig a bit so that I get back into rhythm.
How's it going?
The slaves are gone. Too bad. Well then, we'll just have to pound on the diggers again.
Hey, you! How's it going?
Damn. Now we'll have to go back to digging ourselves, huh?
Everything all right with you?
Now we'll get the sweet gold.
Let the slaves go.
Do you have any say?
Hey! How's it going?
I'm cooking a delicious stew for the diggers and guards.
Hey! Everything all right?
Nice and regular. That's the way to get the fat nuggets.
Hey, you! Let's trade.
Hey, slow down. You aren't getting in there, so beat it.
Get out of my way. I have to see Raven.
No one enters these quarters. Direct orders from Raven himself.
Here. Do you still want to stop me now?
Is that blood one? Oh, that's... Oh. Yes, no, I mean, you can go in.
Nothing there. Nothing to be had there. Nothing there. It is damned important that I get to him.
No, it isn't. Only Bloodwind has permission to stay in there.
We'll talk again.
You already know what I'll tell you then.
About Raven. I made my way into Raven's quarters.
And? What about Raven?
I came too late. He disappeared into the Adana's temple right before my eyes.
What? That is a catastrophe. Why didn't you follow him?
I couldn't follow Raven. He blocked the entrance from inside.
I must think. The question is, how did Raven get into the temple? And what did he do before he passed through the portal?
He spoke an incantation at the gate.
And before that?
He opened a burial chamber. I only know that he must have performed some sort of ritual there.
A ritual? Yes, that's it. I fear that Raven has made the power of the Guardians of the Dead his own. He got his knowledge of the temple from a spirit. You must go to Mixir and tell him about this. May Adanos protect you.
Hey, you! Satyrus sent me. Raven has made his way into the temple and blocked the portal from the inside. Satyrus thinks he got his information about the temple from a ghost.
By Adanos, he must have summoned the High Priest Cardamon to ask him about a way into the temple. According to the records, his grave was in the caves under the fortress. You will have to do the same. But you cannot ask Cardamon anymore. The grave of the warrior prince Quahodron is supposed to lie in the west of the valley. You will have to find it and waken Quahodron. It is written in these inscriptions how a believer of Adanos can summon a spirit.
Do you think that'll really work?
I've read a lot of crazy ramblings. For example, the writings of Iberion, the leader of the Brotherhood of the Sleeper. But I believe every word of the author of these writings.
The Brotherhood of the Sleeper didn't spread just lies. The Sleeper really existed.
But it wasn't their lies that made them implausible. It was their words as such. They were more confusing than believable. They showed the excessive use of the swamp weed they smoked. It is the seriousness and prudence in the words on this stone tablet that convince me that this man wrote the truth.
Why Quahodron? Why not the High Priest Cardamon?
Raven has desecrated the grave of Cardamon with his summoning. We can assume that. We shall have to look for another spirit.
Are you really serious?
I want to explore every possibility. Even if there is only a ghost of a chance for us to meet one of the builders, then we have to do it. Raven has managed to do it after all.
Assuming I want to summon this ghost, what do I have to do?
Find Quahodron's grave in the west of the valley. His ghost can be summoned by the words of the Guardians of the Dead, which I have written for you here. That's all. Now you just have to find the grave. Good luck, my son.
What was that again about the warrior prince Quahodron?
You have to find his grave and summon his ghost with the words of the Guardians of the Dead. I have written the words down. You just have to read them aloud.
Teach me that language.
There is nothing more that I can show you. You have now mastered the language of the builders.
Appear to me, Gorhodran, ancient leader of the warrior caste.
Why do you disturb my rest, Guardian? Tell me, what do you desire?
The land is plagued by earthquakes. We must do something, or the entire island will sink into the sea.
There is nothing left for us to do. The wrath of others has fallen upon Jharkendar to punish the unbelievers.
What is in the Temple of Adanos?
My greatest sorrow, my greatest disappointment.
Grant me access to the Temple of Adanos.
The temple will remain closed for all eternity. Thus did we in the council decide.
Someone has forced his way into the Temple of Adanos.
Nonsense. I myself sealed the door. It is impossible to pass.
Indeed. The praised wisdom of the ancestors is truly overwhelming.
A man of your standing does not speak to me thus. I cannot free myself of the impression that you are not the one you pretend to be. If you require my aid, you must first prove yourself to me. Answer my questions, so that I may be sure that I do not reveal myself to strangers.
Ask away.
I am Gorhodran, the old warlord of Jharkendar. You have woken me. To which caste of Jharkendar do you belong?
The Guardians of the Dead.
The abilities of a Guardian of the Dead would have allowed you to waken me, that is true. If you are truly the one you claim to be, you will be able to answer all of my questions. Except for one. Who once protected the people of Jharkendar from enemy attacks?
The warrior caste.
Who can give me a direct order?
The priests.
Who brought the evil upon us?
I don't know.
Then do not waste my time.
Ask away.
To which
The Guardian.
Who once...
The warrior.
Who can give...
The priests.
Who brought the evil upon us?
The scholars.
Who has the final word in the Council of Five?
The healers.
Who alleviates suffering and attends to the ill?
The healers.
Who seal the portal to guard the world from evil?
I don't know.
Your wrong answers reveal your evil intentions. I shall not help you.
Ask away.
To which caste of Jharkendar do you belong?
The guardian.
Who once protected?
The warrior.
Who can give?
The priest.
Who brought?
The warrior.
Who has?
The skull.
Who and
the healers.
Who?
I don't know.
I trust you and shall grant you my aid.
Now listen here. A truly evil fellow has gained access to the Temple of Adanos. If you don't let me into the temple right now, it will probably be too late and everything will go down the drain.
That cannot be. The High Priest Cardiman and I are the only ones in Jharkendar who know how to open the gate to Adanos' temple.
Well, then your pal Cardiman must have blabbed. I'm telling you the gate was open. I saw it myself.
Well, there is truth in your voice. I shall no longer doubt your words.
I should hope so.
Take, then, the password. It is written on this stone tablet. Speak the words at the sealed gate of the temple, and it will open. My time is done. Alas, I can no longer help you. But remember, beware the chambers of Adanos, else your death is certain.
Wait, what about the chambers?
My strength is failing. Farewell. We shall meet again in the realm of the dead.
Hey, you! I've talked to Korhodron.
Then you were really able to waken him from the realm of the dead? That's unbelievable. I am more and more amazed by these builders. Who knows what they could have achieved if they still existed today? What did the ghost say?
He gave me something that will let me get into the Temple of Adanos.
Then go straight to Satyrus. He will certainly be interested in what you have to say.
Hey! The problem with the temple gate is solved.
Has the spirit spoken?
Yes, he has.
Then you know how to get into the temple.
Correct. And he also told me what is in the temple. He spoke of a mighty sword and the chambers of Adanos.
By Adanos, what fools we are. How could we have been so naive? The hints in the records. This sword can only be the claw of Beliar. We must get through those chambers as soon as possible and take possession of the weapon.
What is the Claw of Beliar?
It is the incarnation of evil. Beliar himself created it. Whoever bears it possesses a terrible tool of destruction. The more powerful the bearer is, the mightier the power of the claw. Only someone who is strong of spirit and steadfast in his faith can withstand its spell. Now it is clear to me why the builders sealed off this valley. They brought this weapon of evil into their city and fell under its power. These arrogant fools destroyed one another out of greed. The cruelty knew no end until Adanos' wrath swept across the land and sank everything into the sea. Indeed, the creators of the portal did well to hide these things from the rest of the world. And what a tragic end for such a wonderful culture. Do you realize the urgency of our mission now? Raven is a strong fighter and is blinded by his lust for power. In his hand, the claw will be an instrument of destruction. He must not get the weapon, or we shall all be lost.
What are the chambers of Adanos?
We now know that the entrance is not the only obstacle that prevents us from entering the depths of the temple. In the temple itself, there are 3 chambers which are meant to deter all intruders. The colored relics of the builders are the key. Only if we gather all the relics and solve their riddles will we enter the inner sanctum of the temple. I don't know whether Raven was able to decipher the riddles of the temple, but if that is the case, we have a big problem.
What exactly do I do with the relics in the temple?
We know too little. However, it is to be hoped that you'll recognize their significance once you're in the temple. I'm sorry that I can't tell you more. It's all up to you now. Take the relics and make your way immediately to the temple. May Adanos be merciful and protect us all. Perhaps it is not yet too late. May Adanos protect you.
Jharkendar Akantar.
to be had there. Nothing to be had there.